Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to another Smite commentary, and this time we are going to take a look at Thoth. I got him in Assault and he actually got a buff as for the recent patch, as for Season 4. They reduced the damage on his ultimate by a bit. Not even really notable, I feel like. Well, it is notable. I think they toned down the scaling on it a little bit and the base damage, but it will still hit very hard, so that's not going to change. But they did give him a buff with that as well, because they made his invade and punishment, his second ability, the attack portion of it. So after you dash you have 5 seconds to throw out a beam that deals damage. They added a stun to that. I'm not sure if they removed the slow, not 100% sure if they did that or didn't. But it now has a stun, a 1 second stun, so that makes for a very powerful disengage tool and kind of peel for yourself. I mean, you can dash very far and have a stun at your disposal for like 5 seconds. Definitely not bad. Also, I love what I started with this game. I feel like the mages have a little bit of an issue with cooldown reduction in this season, maybe because Chronos Pendant isn't as good as it used to be, because it's so expensive. So that's why I'm trying this one, but I feel like this could be very good. Let's see if we can hit them. Actually hit both of them, very close killing off the Ur. Won't be enough, my dash won't reach him, and the heal will be enough to keep him safe for now, but it's still very good damage. Ooh, he caught my dash, that's not good. Able to stun him though. Meditation to heal up a little bit. Don't have anything up, but they don't continue with hard committing, or they don't hard commit. Only the Red Tusker really wanted to get me, but after his abilities he didn't have anything left up. If he hit his stun I probably would have died. Oh, nice combo. That's actually a very interesting one as well. The knockup from the Vulcan hit, the detonation from a Poage hit, and I also hit my 1 once. And that might not seem very important, but I've Spear of the Mega, so that means that I applied 2 stacks of Spear of the Mega since I did shoot through my glyph. So that's also the main reason I went for Spear of the Megas, because I can apply 2 stacks of it per shot through my glyph, as well as we have 3 more magical that can get use out of it. We have the Apoage, we have the Vulcan, we have the Sylvanas. So getting some penetration early will help out a bunch. I get 15 flat pan from this item, and stacking up I think 10 pan per shot, stacking up 3 times, so that's definitely a very high amount. Let's see if we can deal some damage. Nice damage on the both of them. It will deter the Janus from going very aggressive. As you can see, he's definitely not missing my evade and punish though. Bucket still dies, so I guess it's fine. They're all quite low. You can see the damage on the ult is pretty decent, but I won't be going for the basic attack fight against him. I won't win that, since, well, I haven't got a lot of power. One of the other items I picked up is the new starters. I think it's called Sands of Time, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm now thinking of something else, doesn't matter. But anyway, it is going to give me 10% cooldown reduction, which for 800 gold is extremely cheap. Not gonna lie, it's definitely not bad. It also gives me 5 MP5 just as a passive, and for every 10% of my missing mana I can gain an additional 1.5 MP5. So if I'm out of mana completely, I will have 15 MP5 plus the 5 it has on it. So 20 MP5 is not bad at all. It's almost as much as you get from the Chronos Pendant. Chronos Pendant provides 25 MP5, but it is also 2900 gold at the moment, so yeah, that's a lot. Let's see if we can get Red Tusker. Nice, able to hit the Red Tusker, which I kind of was looking for. Can't help out the Apoage though. I could have dashed and tried to stun him, but I don't think he would have survived anyway. And I would not have been able to pull it off quick enough to prevent the Belch stun by the buckets. Decent damage. Let's see if we see. Again, a little bit too late. Since I do need to dash before I can stun him, I just can't get the stun off quickly as an interrupt. I tried. It's not going to be enough though. But I can definitely... Okay, never mind. I wanted to say, yes, I can definitely clear this wave before it gets into the tower, but Vulcan Ultimate takes care of that very, very quickly. And as you can see, I can just shoot from a very big distance. It's stacking up now. The damage on it is about 100 per shot through my glyph. It can be a lot more. Ratatoskr in the air. Let's just dash, see if we can stun him. Nice. Decent damage on him. Not an awful lot, but it's still, I mean, he came in trying to wreck our faces, and we just returned some damage to him and don't really lose anything for it, except for a little bit of mana. It helps that we have a Sylvanas, since I can just stand inside of his, not even sure what his ability is called, but in the range of the plant. Gives me MP5, I think it's about 20, so a good amount of MP5, and it will allow me to heal up enough mana. If you have an Hardwood on your team, you also don't really have mana issues. But I feel like this starter item is actually very good for this game mode in particular. Because it also provides you very cheap 10% cooldown reduction. Let's see if we can get her. Nice, and hitting the Janus as well. Nice ultimate by our Humbots. And with that guaranteeing the hit on my ultimate. Not bad. So far so good. I feel like I'm dealing a lot of damage. Also the T-screen is back. I haven't pressed it a lot. That's something I used to do an awful lot. Pressing the T-screen. For everyone that doesn't know, there used to be a T-screen. And that provided a lot of information. Mainly, what's it called? Mainly damage dealt. So you could see the highest damage dealt from your opponents. From your own team, the highest kills, the highest gold, and you could also see, I think it was, highest damage mitigation is now on it as well. I don't think it used to be. It used to give highest, or a gold graph as well. They did remove the gold graph because you could very easily see at what point someone took the gold fury, because you would have a little spike in your graph. That indicates that you get a good amount of gold for your entire team. Because 1500 is something that you don't get that quickly. Other than getting a gold fury. So yeah, they changed that. So that's something that you won't. Let's see if we can hit them. Nice damage on the Chang'e. And it will be enough for a Vulcan to pick it up. On point with the ult. Feels great. Let's just get this glyph here and deal some damage to the tower. And maybe stun the ul. Nope, I am dead. I just killed myself. Goodbye. That's fine though. I do have a lot of gold. As you can see, Kronos Pendant being 2900 gold. I feel like it's now just too expensive to get. Not really worth it anymore. I don't like it that much. Divine Rune. It's not a bad item to pick up. Since we do have an healer on the opponent's side. And a little bit of self-heal. I don't know if the ul has lifesteal. And the Ratatoskr has a little bit because of his acorn. Gets healing from every single ability. Let's just get the pen boots. That's fine. I have some cooldown reduction with my... well, with my Sense of Time. It's not... I doubt it's called Sense of Time. But okay. The Hourglass. My second item. 10% cooldown reduction. I could go for the cooldown boots as well. But I feel like pen boots are also a viable option. Both of which are completely fine in this situation. I just want to try to deal a little bit more damage. Since the Bacchus has the hardware, all of their magical protection will be about 50. So by going... Ooh, I missed that one. Decent damage on the rat. Let's see if we can go for an ultimate. Oh my god, they lined up perfectly. I killed two of them with a single shot, hit the third one as well. And that gives us this team fight. Guaranteed. Killed the Ratatoskr, killed off the Chang'e with one shot. And I got the Janus to the HP he is at the moment. That was one hell of a shot. Nice. And you can see his damage is still nuts. I mean, his damage. And the fact that I have a stun now is also just crazy. Another item that you can get, of course, is Gem of Isolation. I like Gem of Isolation on Thoth. If you get a glyph between you and a hunter, or between your hunter and your opponent, then he can slow with his basic attacks. But also just, I can fire from such a long distance. Oh, that's a red ult. Did hit the stun. Nice root. Nice pull. He did have his dash still. Because of... Well, he got in with his ultimate. But that's fine. Divine Rune is also a good option if you're dealing with a lot more healing. To be honest, I feel like I probably should have gotten it. It is a very good item at the moment. Quite cheap, 2400. Gives you penetration as well. Can we line up another one? Killing off the ult, or at least making sure that our Sylvanas finishes him off. Not bad. Let's see if we can dash. Stun. Nice purification by the red. Won't be enough to save him though. And looks like we will be able to pick up the Bacchus. Yes, nice pickup by our Rune-bot. On point with his jump. You can also see... Oh, they surrendered. That's fine though. I don't think it would have lasted much longer anyway. And if I die, I get Raw of Tutti, so I'll have a lot of damage. But a little bit about the leveling order. I wanted to level up my 3 so I could poke a lot more from a distance. And yeah, that's actually the main reason. You can also level up your 2. It will deal more damage, and since you can use it as a stun, also more viable. The cooldown reduction also, or the cooldown is also reduced as you level it up. So leveling up your 2 instead of your 3 is also very good. It's kind of what you would prefer. If you need your dash more often, then you definitely should level up your 2. And if you feel like you want to deal more damage from a distance with your 3-1 combo, then you should level up your 3, because it's just a lot more effective. But a bit back about the Divine Rune. They made it 2400 gold, so it's not as cheap as it used to be. But it does provide you 80 power, which is pretty decent. 10 penetration, which is also not bad. And of course, it provides you with that passive, that 40% healing reduction. So it's actually a very good item to pick up. Thoth also gets a lot out of it, because you can get it on someone from such a big distance. But in this particular game, since I didn't have enough gold, I wanted to go for the Rod of Tutti, because at that point it just gave me a little bit more power. But I could have gone into the Divine Rune anyway afterwards. Excuse me. Or what I could have done as well is sell my starter, my second item, and get the Divine Rune. Could have done that. That would have made my my 3-1 combo very annoying for them to deal with. Gets rid of a lot of their healing. Maybe should have done that. But I like the mana regen as well as the cooldown reduction on it. And for such a cheap price, I can get rid of it later, I feel like. And it wasn't really necessary. We were able to hit a lot of our ultimates. So, all in all, good one. Yeah, I hope you guys got a good look at Thoth. And again, a couple of items. Divine Rune, very good. Well, didn't pick it up, but it's still very good. Spear of the Magus. It hasn't... I don't think it changed this time. But it's still very good, especially since I have so many magicals on my team. And it's almost guaranteed that, especially with a healer in their team, they're going for a hardware. So getting that spear immediately, with that starter, I'll have enough mana regen, and have enough penetration, and a decent amount of cooldown reduction, 10%. I feel like probably the best item build I could have gone for. And of course, Thoth having a stun. Not sure why they did that. He was already fine, I feel like. His ultimate, very powerful and hard to dodge. So it was more like, if it didn't connect, it was like you didn't predict the movement from your opponent well enough, or they just sanctuaried or dashed away, something like that. Because it's so fast, you can't really dodge it by walking. Almost, I guess. Enough rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any requests, please let me know down in the comments. And as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.